Hello Williams class, for your maths lesson today, your arithmetic is up on the screen for you now. So go ahead and pause this video, and then when you unpause, we can get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson's learning objective is, can I understand what area is? So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the term area verbally. So you should be able to say out loud what you think area means, and you can write your own definition of area. So we've stepped away from multiplying and division, and we are going on to area. Even though, the multiplication and division practice that we did do previously, this is going to help you with calculating your area. So your 2-minute challenge is as follows. Which of these shapes would not leave a gap when placed together? 2 minutes to work this out. On your marks. Get set, go. Right, welcome back. So moving on to area and understanding what it is. Now the area of a shape is the space within the shape. So the area is inside the shape. You have the shape over here, it's got curved corners, otherwise it would be called a rectangle, and the area is the green part. This is very different to your perimeter. The perimeter would be measured with the line that's outside. I've drawn that really, really badly, but what I mean to say is, I'm gonna rub that out so it doesn't confuse you. The area is all of this part here that's been coloured in green. That is your area. The perimeter is what's on the outside. So I'm just trying to get you to see the difference between area and perimeter. Area, we are looking only at the coloured bit on the inside, just to remind you. How can we measure area? What would you say is the area of the shape if you had to measure it in Pokemon cards? Now, if I was to use my Pokemon card to find out the area of this shape over here, here's how I would do it. I would, so the shape of the Pokemon card looks around this much. So let's see how I do then. That's one Pokemon card. Okay, so I'm just drawing up the Pokemon cards to see how many of those Pokemon cards would fit into this shape here. So how many have I fitted in? I fitted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 Pokemon cards would fit in this shape here. So what is the area of the shape in Pokemon cards? I would write 8 Pokemon cards. Just like that, full stop. So that is how you can measure area. You can use a square that you might have in the house and then put it up against another shape and see if you can measure it that way. Have a look at these sentences. Which one of these describes the area of a shape? Is it the space inside the white lines on a football pitch? The distance a bus travels into town? The part of a wall that Kyle points when he decorates his room? The amount of a chessboard taken up by white squares? Or the length of a shoelace? Write down your answer and then post it onto Tapestry for me to see. Let's try a question together. Eva is measuring the area of the tabletop. She has covered the table with exactly 28 sheets of paper, and she covers one sheet of paper with sticky notes. So here is the 28 sheets of paper that is covering the table, and here is the sheet of paper with the sticky notes covered. What is the area of the tabletop in sticky notes? So just to remind you of what table we are talking about this table over here. So the area of the tabletop. What is the area of the tabletop in sticky notes? The way to work this out is to count up how many sticky notes is on the tabletop. So let's count this together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all together, if I just get a pen. So all together then, what did we say? How many sticky notes? 8. So well done if you got that correct. This is your independent work then to do. So you have 3 different parts to this independent piece of work. Pause the video, work through it as best as you can, and then when you unpause, we will go through the answers together. Right, let's go through these questions together. Question 1 says, for each pair of shapes, tick the shape with the greater area. So if we look at part A, we have this shape over here and we have this shape over here. Which shape would have the greater area? Tick your answer. I would tick this one. And the reason I would tick this one is because you can see it is bigger. It would fit a lot more squares in, whereas this wouldn't fit as many squares. So that's how I know that it's going to have the greater area, the bigger shape inside of it. Part B, which would have the greater area? This shape or this shape? Tick your answer now. I would tick this one. And the reason why I would tick this one is because this shape here has a square cut out, so that's already made its area a little bit smaller, whereas this doesn't have anything cut out, so you know it's going to have a greater area. Part C, which shape has the greater area? This or this? Tick your answer. I would tick this one. The reason I would tick this one is because it has a smaller chunk taken out of it compared to this shape. You can see the neck here, if I just circle it really quickly for you to see, is a lot smaller than the neck here. So that tells me that the area here would be a lot bigger because a lot less of the chunk has been taken out of that shape. Now, part 2, which is the largest and how do you know? So as much as having estimation and educated guesses, as much as that's a great idea, I really want to calculate it so I can come up with a proper, certain, definite answer. Now, the way to do that is just to work out the area of each shape individually. So let's work out the area of the green shape. I'm going to count the squares that are inside of it. So in the green one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So the area of that shape is 14. What about this blue shape over here? Let's have a count of that now. Remember, we're counting the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the area of the blue shape is 15. Now let's count the squares up for the pink shape to find out the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So the area of that shape is 16. So which is the largest? Which number is the biggest one? 14, 15, or 16? It would be 16. So that one is the largest. And how do you know? Remember to use the word area in your answer. I would say that pink area is the largest because it has the largest area. There you go. That's all you have to do. You just have to make sure that you include the word area in your answer. Question number 3 is to find objects in your home that show area. So find anything in your house for which you can calculate the area. Now, your shapes in your house, your items in your house rather, won't have squares like we have here, which makes it really, really easy to count up your area. But maybe what you could do instead is find 2 objects and compare them together to see which one has the bigger area. So I shall give you an example. If I have this object over here and I have this object over here, which one has the bigger area? This white object or the black object? Which one? It would be the black object. And why would it have the bigger area? It's because it's a bigger item. So what you could do then is find 2 objects, compare them just like I've compared my phone with my white object. And that way you can just get yourself better used to what area is and how we work it out as well. That is all from me for your maths lesson of today, William's class, a little introduction into area. If you have any questions or if you want to add anything, any tricks that you might know already on calculating area, then please let me know either on Tapestry or in the live session later on. So I shall see you very, very soon, William's class. Please stay safe and take care.